What kind of bands are you normally listening to when you're not listening to lo-fi?
Good question as well. I think
it's a loaded question, I know.
Yeah, it's an interesting one though, nonetheless. Yeah. But I think honestly, one of my favorite bands, once again, very cliche, is the Beatles. I absolutely love I think sometimes people hear the Beatles and they think of the Let It Be and the Here Comes the Sun and all this. But I think if you delve in like White Album Beatles, like Revolver, what else is there? Like Rubber Soul, like that is like Beatles, and I absolutely love it. And trying to have a think, question. Bands is a tough one. Like it can be all sorts, like from Nirvana to Green Day to like Spice Girls, like anything.
Girl, I love the Spice Girls still. Like
me too. I am a huge fan. I am an avid fan of a girl group, like honestly, huge on them. There's I don't think they really made like a very big scene in America, but my all-time favorite girl group in the history of ever is one from the UK, and they're called Girls Aloud, and they genuinely, I think they debuted in about 2002, so like they're not new, and you're gonna have to check out Sound of the Underground because
I'm writing it down.
So that's anything, awesome. All sorts of things, pop, rock, hip hop, everything.
Yeah, whatever's inspiring you at the moment. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. I think like I really like, because obviously lo-fi is very, it's like lo-fi hip hop, I guess, and there's a lot of like I absolutely love like hip hop artists like D12, which is like one of Eminem's old bands, and and like Eminem's like Dr. Dre album and all that, 2001 by Dr. Dre is one of my favorite albums ever. So that's inspiring, like rhythmically, I think. With lo-fi, it's very easy to incorporate hip hop into lo-fi, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
The drums are more attractive for me in hip hop. Like I always listen to the drums, like the feel, like also like Jay Dilla stuff. Just the feel of that. It's just amazing. It makes you recognize the genre so fast, and I think it's like it impacts you with like so much, like the vibe, the emotion is like it's there, like everything is there. So that's like the main thing with hip hop for me, It's like
same, like the groove, I think with hip hop you actually like I actually feel it. I like it's a real like head bopper, a real like foot tapper, like and I ever since kind of doing production as well, I've always liked hip hop bands, but ever since doing production, like I really listen to how it's produced, and I'm like, how is this so clean and it's mixed so well? It's something I would never do before. Listen to the real production of a song, I think.
Yeah, it's like we were saying last time with Peyton, that we were talking about. Once you start making music, once you have to produce music, it's different to hear music now. You have to listen to everything, and you become like so critical about music. And even with lo-fi, it's meant to study, but I don't think that we could study with it.
No, not anymore. I can't.
Not anymore, right?
It's true, because I was listening to I actually think it was a Dr. Dre song the other day, and I was just walking down the street, and I was like, that snare is too loud in the mix. It's like how am I being so judgmental about like one of the best producers of all time? But I'm like, I would mix that down a bit. That was me.
Have I done that? I would have done like a little bit,
I love that.
It's really hard sometimes, I think, to actually just listen to music without any not feedback, but thoughts.
Yeah. You kind of have to turn your brain off and just like, okay, no, don't do that. Just let it be. Like, there's a reason that they're making, the money that they're making and why they are who they are. Like, come on.
I'm like humble myself.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you start doing that. You put the snare like super high in the mix, so that you're like, okay, now I'm like this. Now I'm like Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they must be doing something right. Maybe I need to hire my snare a bit.
You start questioning yourself. No, like, no, I'm wrong, because if that's what Dre's doing, I must be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like it just, when you hear, especially a snare, and when you blink every time, like
Oh yeah.
that is too loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Especially
keep that
if
in mind
it's
now.
piercing your eyes, your ears, no?
Yeah.
It's piercing your ears.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very.
I love that.